What's your favorite Christmas movie? It may be It's a Wonderful Life, A Christmas Story, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, whatever. I have my top two, The Ref and Die Hard. Let's start off with Die Hard Arcade, or Dynamite Deka as it's known in Japan. I remember playing this with my brother in the arcades when it first hit the scene. I love Die Hard, so I was happier than a sex addict in a brothel, as I'm sure you can imagine. Before we dive into the gameplay, let's discuss the cover. We have a burning building, the exploding helicopter, our wife-beater-clad hero looking beat to shit and brandishing his sidearm. But what's up with his face? I mean, he doesn't look anything like Bruce Willis. This puzzles me a bit because the protagonist on the cover for Dynamite Deka looks exactly like Bruce Willis. I don't get it. Now, this is a loose adaptation of the first film. You aren't a victim of circumstance this time around. Instead, you're sent to the Nakatomi building to rescue the president's daughter once she's been abducted by Hans? It doesn't look like Hans. Oh, whatever. Of course, it isn't a simple ransom. The bad guys are wanting to rob Nakatomi, so I'm guessing the president's daughter is just some sort of distraction? This is awfully complicated for a robbery. Then again, that is Die Hard. When you're wanting a kick-ass arcade game, SEGA definitely delivers. This game is non-stop action from the moment you start, fighting your way through a wide array of enemies floor by floor. Your adrenaline is pumping like mad, and just to keep you on your toes, it throws in a quick-time event every 2 or 3 stages. I like this a lot because it gives you a chance to breathe, and it's a cinematic moment that, when executed successfully, is intensely gratifying. I especially love how McClane starts to look like hell as you progress. There's a 2-player option as well, but I didn't have a friend to share the experience with at the time of this review, so fuck it. If I have any serious complaints, it's the difficulty. I know these games are meant to devour your quarters, but fuck! I don't care if the easy setting is called pussy or candy ass, just give me the fucking option already. Visually, it doesn't look as smooth as I remember it being in the arcades. However, it's obvious they put a lot of work into making this console version as close to the original as possible. The controls are right on the money. There isn't a hint of delay between my pressing punch and my wisecracking anti-hero executing it. If you're losing lives faster than my hair is receding, it's because you suck, not because the controls are holding you back. Deal with it and keep playing. The sound is a mixed bag for me. The voice acting is fucking atrocious.
I don't care about the swamp members. Where is the president's daughter? It's open!
Shit, it makes Resident Evil's voice work sound like Ghost in the Shell. Punches, kicks, gunshots, explosions, etc. Crisp, clean, and crystal clear. However, the music is a serious letdown. I really wish SEGA would have or could have licensed Michael Kamen's distinctive score. It just doesn't feel like Die Hard without those tense strings, jingling bells, and deafening horns. Instead, we're given an energetic, but ultimately forgettable synthesized sheet of audio wallpaper. It's a damn shame, if you ask me. Die Hard Arcade isn't without its faults, but it does so much right that those faults are easy to overlook. I wanted a great arcade game, and that's exactly what I got. If you're a fan of arcade-style beat-em-ups and Die Hard, it won't get any better than this. Wait a sec, we still have Die Hard Trilogy. Die Hard Trilogy. 3 games for the price of 1. That sounds awesome, doesn't it? I mean, Die Hard Arcade is an incredible beat-em-up, but this is Die Hard Trilogy. Think about it, how can this game be anything less than stellar? Easily, it seems. First, let us tackle Die Hard. We're dealing with a third-person shooter here. The goal is to clear each and every floor of terrorists and hostages. Well, the hostages are optional. However, you won't progress to the next stage unless you kill all the bad guys. Your standard weapon is a 9mm handgun with unlimited ammo, but you can pick up machine guns, shotguns, grenades, smoke bombs, flashbangs, and so on. Once you've killed everything with a gun and a cheesy Eurotrash accent, an elevator will arrive on your floor carrying a bomb. You'll have less than a minute to find the elevator and disarm the bomb. Okay, so what else? Not much. Admittedly, it's fun turning terrorists into clouds of red mist for 15 minutes or so, but it's not enough to hold my attention. The bosses are a complete joke. It's one tough guy surrounded by a couple dozen morons. It's like, wow, someone obviously put a lot of thought into this. Gameplay aside, the graphics... Damn, the graphics aren't much better. John McClane, the terrorists, and the hostages all look like cardboard standees. That and the frame rate is atrocious. It's like I'm playing in slow motion. Sadly, all three games share this issue. The controls are really sluggish. Half the time I'm riding the walls and getting shot in the ass because it takes forever and a day to turn said pixelated rump. What about the music? It's alright, if you like techno. Where's Cayman when I need him? The voice acting, however, is priceless.
NYPD!
Get him!
Hey, this is me
Get
in my
him!
jurisdiction! Ho ho ho! I've got a machine gun! Yippee-ki-yay!
Unfortunately, like Alien Trilogy, the sound effects, gunfire, explosions, etc., are flat and somewhat distorted. The Saturn is a powerful and capable machine. This game should have looked and sounded so much better. Maybe I should try Die Hard 2. It's a rail shooter, and damn, it's a fucking bloodbath. People explode in this game. Hell, everything explodes. Terrorists, innocent bystanders, cars, vending machines, televisions, helicopters, everything. This would be so much fun if the damn stunner worked properly. It doesn't matter how well I calibrate the fucker, the piece of shit's always off the mark. No, it isn't the stunner or my television. Virtua Cops 1 and 2 work perfectly, as does House of the Dead. This game is the fucking problem. Yes, I can use the controller, but where's the fun in that? Alright, how about Die Hard with a Vengeance? You drive around in a cab ramming bombs in order to disarm them. Wait, what kind of fucking sense does that make? I mean, when you hit them, they blow up anyway. The explosion incinerates pedestrians, birds, and trees, but not you. Oh, did I forget to mention that this is all timed? Yeah, and like the first game, the controls are so fucking loose you may as well be throwing a hot dog down a hallway. So let's do the math. Time limit plus bad controls equals bad fucking game. But hitting people with the cab is tremendous. Check this shit out. I can't help it, but the bloodthirsty sociopath in me is tickled pink, and the voice acting may as well be music to my ears.
I see you and the Samaritan have qualified for another lap, McClane. I take it both you and your friend are enjoying the game.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Die Hard Trilogy is good for a cheap thrill or two, but nothing more. If you're wanting to die hard on your Saturn, I say stick with the arcade game. Of course, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong.